Hi, I'm Shannon, wellness mentor, personal trainer, instructor. I have a question. Have you ever thought of an achievement that was so big you couldn't imagine accomplishing it? I mean, like really big, outside of what you even think you could do. So you didn't want to do it because you didn't think you could do it. Well, of course, if you don't think you can, you're probably right. And so some of you now know my story because I shared how I started doing what it is that I do. Well, in 1998, as part of my healing, I decided I wanted to run. It wasn't expensive. All I needed was a pair of shoes and a little time. Now, with three toddlers living in Boston, I had no family and very few friends. So I was really, really busy. And I knew I needed to get stronger mentally and physically. So running was like a perfect metaphor for my life. Just like looking forward, not giving up. It was going to be hard, but I could push through. I mean, I just thought it was a perfect metaphor. And it was going to be me and God. And every step, I would move away from negativity and uncertainty and closer to my destiny. So I'd get up early before Kevin went to work. And if he were traveling, I'd have a sitter, Mrs. June. God bless her. She would watch my kids for a bit. She was a hoot, and I'd put on my music. We had these these cassette players, these little clunky things, and you put your earphones, your ear headphones on, and no matter what the weather, this is Boston, I was committed. So whatever you do, you really have to be committed. And I would celebrate my little goals because when I started, I could not run, I promise you, from one light post to the next. I couldn't. So when I was able to do that from one light post to the next, yay, I did it. And then I'd celebrate when I could do a half a block and when I could do a block and then 2 blocks. And I started thinking, I want to do a race. And so, hold on, let me show you this. You see this? This is what brought this conversation about. You see the shirt right here? This was 1999. This was my first race, Tough Health Plan annual 23rd annual race. It was a 10K, which I don't recommend you doing a 10K. They're still around too. It's so amazing. So I found this shirt the other day. A 10K is 6.2 miles. I would probably recommend like a 5K to do it the first time, but you could. And you could do a 10K just like I did. So after that, we moved to Tampa and I kept, doing races, 5Ks, 10Ks. I had a friend, Jacinta, I have a friend, Jacinta, and we would do a lot of races together back then. And I would also do races by myself. And even if I ran with someone else, it was still always my own race. We'd meet at the end and we did it 15K. And then I started thinking a half a marathon. We did a half a marathon. And then I started thinking, I mean, before I'd never thought about this stuff. And then I started thinking a marathon. I really started thinking about a marathon. And in 2010, before I turned 50, I did a full marathon. Now, I don't have a desire to do another marathon, but with my injury, I am going to have to do light post to light post to start running again eventually. So, my encouragement to you ladies, to you moms, life is a marathon, it's not a sprint. So, celebrate the small wins. Most things of value, they don't happen overnight. Whether it's repairing a relationship, going back to school, achieving a degree, becoming good at your job, your hobby, your whatever, fill in the blank. It takes time. So you start where you are, you do what you can because you do have greatness inside of you. It's important to stay consistent, right? And certainly you were meant to shine.